In this video, can I make the Matiz as shiny as the Skoda with nowhere near as much effort? So Myrtle needs a wash. She's been standing around outside. She last had a wash. Well, she last had a polish at the classic car show I went to back in September, was it? Or early August? One of the two. Somewhere around there, I took her to an event and I spent the day polishing her. And this is what happens if you don't put anything on top of the polish. You don't get any beading because it just wears off and the shine vanishes and it ends up all looking a bit matte. So I'm gonna grab my bucket, single bucket, because I'm entirely normal and slightly wrong, and we'll get cracking. All right, essential cleaning products. We have this Turtle Waxer Zip Wax, which does up to 150 washes and looks quite old because frankly I can't be bothered to clean cars very often. We've got a slightly dirty microfiber cloth, which really upset people, but it is brand new. It's only been used once to clean the Skoda, and we've not actually got a bucket because I still don't own a bucket, so we've got a flower pot instead. Look, you know, come on, baby steps, baby steps. And if anything needs a wash, really, it's probably the nipper. It's had a lot of winter use, and there is stuff growing in the bumper. But sorry, nipper, today is not your day. Right, so we've hosed off some of the rougher stuff, and now we can give her a bit of a wipe down with a microfiber cloth. Always make sure you move the cloth in completely random manners that have something to do with the way the sun aligns or something. I don't know, it doesn't really matter, does it? Just yeah, I don't know if you can see, but there's some black build-up in the paint, but that's coming out just with some gentle massaging with my microfiber cloth. And the gunk that's in these rails as well. Ew. Lovely. Anyway, more of that over the whole of the car. And with her all sudded up nicely, now we can rinse. My one concession to cleaning up our car properly is that I tend to do above the waistline first and do the wheels last. It's especially important because I don't believe in using two buckets. I think one bucket is enough, frankly. Don't forget swirl marks in the paint. I don't care, the paint on this car isn't perfect anyway. It's already looking cleaner. So now is the time for this stuff, Autoglim's Rapid Aqua Wax. I thoroughly enjoy this stuff. I think it's great because I'm just going to hold my cloths in a different place. Oh dear, there's a bit of muck there. Let's get that off before we start scrubbing. So you just spray it on, and you know that's more than enough for that panel. Then you use your dirtier microfiber cloth to rub it in, and you're kind of also absorbing the moisture a bit at this stage. You take some of the moisture off, and then when you're done, you buff. I'll just come over and do the other side of the roof because we were able to spray both. Yeah, there's all sorts of marks in the paint because I don't think this car has been washed for years. But that's fine. The important bit is we're not having to polish anything. So now I'll go around the rest of the car and do that. And the good thing about this stuff is that you don't have to have the car dry. You can get it on plastics and windows, that's all fine. I don't like what it does to windows, so I tend to follow it with Rain-X. but yeah, it causes no major problems. Just a case of spray it on and enjoy. Do a bit on the wheel trim as well. Right, I shall carry on with this exciting task. Right, so we've now done the whole car, but not the windscreen, because Autoglym don't recommend that at all. And now we just give it a final buff. Buffing my Myrtle once again. So I've done the rear window because that's fine, because you're not looking through that so directly. Like I say, it's safe for all the plastics, all the trim, bright work. It's fine everywhere. So if you want to clean your car for minimum effort and get a nice result, I think she's looking better already. But yeah, I recommend this Autoglym Rapid Aqua Wax, which is a freebie. They did send it to me, but sending stuff to me is no guarantee that A, I'll use it, and B, that I'll recommend it. But for a lazy Luddite like me, this stuff is kind of spot on, really. And there we go, that's less than an hour's effort, and we've got a nice shiny car. Shiny enough to see a Skoda in the side of. So that is very much my kind of car cleaning. Not too much effort and pretty decent results. It won't bead in the same way that the Skoda's now beading because it hasn't had a heavy coat of wax. But yeah, it's a lot better than it was, and it allows me to crack on with other jobs. Now she's clean, like getting some Vactan anti-corrosion stuff on these sill ends because they're looking a bit too crusty for my liking. We'll let them dry out first and then get on with protection. There's still a piece of paint missing on that door, which is why it just isn't worth going to the trouble of getting the polish out and giving it a really good job. It's just not worth it. So a simple wash, a bit of Rapid Aqua Wax, and she's good to go. Just not as good as a Skoda. I may have to concede, I know I complained a lot about cleaning the Skoda, but she really does look an awful lot better for that effort, doesn't she? Well done, me. Well, I had to clean the nipper as well, really, because it was filthy. I do love how the John Childs D-list sticker takes up most of the rear window on the nipper. Again, we have paint issues, so it's no point getting too buffermatic with it, but yeah, look at that. Nipper transformed. Again, that's just a 1 bucket wash and then a coating of the Rapid Aqua Wax, which is still drying on the bumper a bit. But you can see the sort of beading you get with a Rapid Aqua Wax. It's not as good as the beading on a certain Skoda. Look at that beautiful beading. But it's not bad for the amount of effort you put in, which is pretty much zero. So yeah, for someone who doesn't like cleaning cars, I now have 3 beautifully clean cars. Shh, don't tell Ellie or Tuck. Anyway, that is kind of it for this video. That's a more simplistic, more enjoyable way of cleaning a car. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I shall see you in a future video. Farewell. Right. Having cleaned them, has it made any difference to cold starting? Yes, apparently so. There you go. Got idle problems? Clean your car and it will fix them. Just before you go, this is the commercial element. If you'd like to support Hubnut, there are several options. You can obviously just go to the store and buy merchandise. We have hats and t-shirts and mugs and stickers, all available at hubnut.org. Or if you'd just like to support what we do without buying anything, you can make a donation via the store. That's an option, differing amounts. Or you can set up a direct debit, so it's a bit more like Patreon. I haven't got a Patreon account, or Patreon. It just seems a little unnecessary, but if you would like to support on a regular basis, then you can set up a direct debit via PayPal, £2 every month, Like I say, go to hubnut.org and click the support tab. Thank you very much. Bye. Blimey, a bonus Pachu.